Hello, my name is Night Fear Flicks and you are watching 5 scary stories published by AI. Whilst you're here, I would appreciate it if you would like and subscribe. I hope you're ready and let's begin.
My name is Michael. I am a man trapped within the confines of a prison cell, waiting for the inevitable embrace of death. I am a murderer, sentenced to pay the ultimate price for the heinous crime I committed. Once, I roamed the world as a free man, driven by a sinister darkness that corrupted my very core. It twisted my thoughts and desires, blurring the line between right and wrong until it vanished entirely. That's when I became a monster, a slave to my own violent impulses. The memory of that fateful night lingers in the shadows of my mind, a haunting specter that refuses to release its grip. It was a moonless evening, a shroud of darkness blanketing the city and cloaking my sinister intentions. The streets were deserted, as if the world itself sensed the impending horror. My victim was a young woman, her name etched in my memory like a scar upon my soul. Samantha, with her radiant smile and vibrant spirit, unknowingly walked the path of her own demise. I became a predator, lurking in the night, watching her every move, studying her routines with a cold, calculating eye. As the stars above blinked out one by one, I followed her into the abyss of an alley, unseen and unheard. My hands trembled with anticipation, clutching a weapon that would seal her fate. And when the moment was right, I pounced. The blade sliced through the air with a sickening whisper, finding its mark with deadly precision. Samantha's eyes widened with shock and terror as life drained from her body, a delicate dance between darkness and finality. In that moment, I tasted power, a wicked elation that mingled with the coppery tang of her blood. But the euphoria was short-lived. The weight of guilt descended upon me like an iron shroud, crushing my spirit and condemning me to a life of remorse. The walls of my prison cell became a constant reminder of the irreversible act I had committed, of the innocent life I had extinguished. Now, I am a man awaiting death, haunted by the memories of my past. Shadows dance upon the cold, unforgiving walls, whispering accusations that claw at my sanity. The hands of time inch forward, bringing me closer to my final reckoning, when the Reaper's scythe will claim me as its own. Regret seeps through my veins, poisoning every thought, every breath. The darkness that once consumed me now stands as my eternal adversary, a reminder of the monstrous depths I sank to. I have become a prisoner of my own creation, shackled by guilt and condemned to face the retribution that awaits me. In the end, the true horror lies not in the looming death sentence but in the eternal torment that precedes it, the knowledge that I am both victim and perpetrator, forever trapped within the confines of my own remorse. I am Michael, a man entwined in a web of guilt, awaiting my ultimate fate in the shadows of my own creation.
My name is Lilith, a sorceress cursed with a thirst for power that knows no bounds. My story begins with a confession, a whispered truth that has weighed heavy on my soul. You see, I was once part of a coven, a sisterhood bound by darkness and steeped in unspeakable deeds. We were witches unlike any you have ever encountered, for our hearts knew no mercy, and our magic was stained with malevolence. Our crimes were heinous, beyond the realm of mortal comprehension. Kidnapping was our art, our vile trade. We reveled in the twisted pleasure of stealing innocence, snatching away the souls of the unsuspecting. We roamed the darkest corners of the world, preying upon the purity of the young. Children, with their untainted laughter and radiant souls, were the key to unlocking unimaginable power. They possessed a spark that could fuel our darkest incantations, a wellspring of vitality that we yearned to harness. We would descend upon villages like phantoms, stealing away the precious jewels of youth, leaving behind a wake of devastation and despair. Whispers of our wickedness spread like a contagion, carried on the winds of fear and despair. The coven's name was uttered in hushed tones, a cursed mantra that sent chills down the spines of those who dared speak it. The world quivered in terror, yet the authorities could never find us. We were shadows, elusive and untouchable, concealed by the veil of darkness that wrapped around our sinister existence. Years passed, and the missing children became the stuff of legend, their faces etched into the nightmares of those who mourned them. Guilt gnawed at my soul, for I reveled in the twisted power that coursed through my veins. But no matter how I tried to escape the clutches of my past, the haunting whispers of those stolen souls echoed through my dreams, reminding me of the atrocities I had committed. Yet fate has a way of balancing the scales. A group of intrepid witch hunters emerged from the shadows, driven by an unyielding desire to expose our wickedness, to bring us to justice, and to liberate the stolen innocence. These relentless pursuers wielded ancient knowledge and a determination that matched our own. Chaos consumed our once unbreakable coven. Betrayal dripped from every corner, and in the ensuing madness, I made my escape, slipping away into the night, leaving behind the twisted sisterhood that I had once called family. The witch hunters descended upon us, decimating the rest, but I eluded their grasp. And now, dear listener, I exist as a solitary figure, a witch forever condemned to the shadows, forever haunted by the specter of my past. The world may believe that the witches who reveled in kidnapping the innocent have vanished, but the truth remains elusive. We are the lingering phantoms, concealed within the labyrinthine depths of the unknown. We hide in plain sight, unseen by mortal eyes, our power transcending the boundaries of the ordinary. None have discovered our hidden sanctum, for we are guardians of ancient magic, a force that defies comprehension. We are the whispers on the wind, the darkness that lingers at the edge of perception. Beware, for the forest conceals more than mortal eyes can perceive. It teems with ancient enchantments and echoes the tormented cries of stolen children. And remember, the darkness that resides within witches is but a reflection of the darkness that lurks within the hearts of all who dare cross our path.
My name is Peter and I kidnapped and killed 4 people. Now you're intrigued. Please listen to my story and what led to this problem. Here we go. I sat at the dimly lit corner of the bar, nursing my drink, lost in the haze of my own thoughts. It had been a rough week, and I sought solace in the quiet anonymity of the place. My faithful feline companion, Jasper, sat perched on the bar stool beside me, his piercing green eyes surveying the room with the air of regality only a cat could possess. As I stared into the swirling amber liquid, contemplating life's uncertainties, a group of rowdy individuals burst through the entrance, their laughter echoing off the walls. They were loud, obnoxious, and disturbingly energetic. I looked up from my glass, annoyance etching itself onto my face. Their eyes locked onto me, a lone figure shrouded in brooding silence. Unfazed by the atmosphere, they swaggered over, a mischievous gleam in their eyes. My heart quickened, sensing an impending confrontation. Jasper's ears flattened against his head, a sure sign that even he sensed the danger. Without warning, the group surrounded me, encircling the bar stool as if to claim territory. Their jeers filled the air, taunting and cruel. I felt the aggression swell within me, but I knew I had to keep my composure. Violence was not the answer, or so I tried to convince myself. However, their actions soon escalated beyond mere words. Suddenly, fists collided with my body, jolting me with each impact. I tried to shield myself, but the onslaught continued, unforgiving and relentless. Blood seeped from my battered face, mingling with the sweat and tears. In the chaos, amidst the cacophony of pain, I heard a hauntingly familiar shriek. My heart sank as I turned my head, witnessing the unimaginable. One of the attackers had snatched Jasper from the bar stool, and with a sickening grin, he swung the defenseless creature against the wall. A visceral crack pierced the air, leaving me paralyzed with grief and rage. As the group of assailants finally dispersed, leaving behind their trail of destruction, a newfound determination sparked within me. I made a vow to avenge Jasper's senseless death, to bring justice to those who had taken everything from me. I followed them discreetly, lurking in the shadows as they stumbled through the night, their laughter fading into the darkness. I bided my time, ensuring their steps grew heavier and their senses dulled with intoxication. The night became my ally, concealing my every move as I prepared to execute my grim plan. With careful precision, I ensnared each of them, one by one, dragging them into a desolate warehouse that served as my macabre stage. Their eyes widened with terror as they realized the grim fate that awaited them, their pleas for mercy falling on deaf ears. One by one, I began my work, each torment carefully chosen to inflict maximum suffering. I relished in their pain, their agonized screams like twisted symphonies, drowning out the guilt and remorse that should have consumed me. Revenge was all-consuming, driving me deeper into a dark abyss. Days turned into weeks as the tormented souls withered away, their spirits broken by my hand. I reveled in their demise, but with each life extinguished, a flicker of humanity within me diminished. I had become a monster in pursuit of vengeance. Finally, as the last vestiges of life drained from their hollow shells, I stood amidst the remnants of my own shattered existence. The room was stained with the sins I had committed, my soul forever tainted by the blood on my hands. In the emptiness, I realized the true horror of what I had become, a monster fueled by darkness, consumed by vengeance. As the weight of my actions settled upon me, a sense of profound emptiness replaced the satisfaction I had once felt. The price I had paid for revenge was my own humanity, leaving me alone in a desolate abyss, forever haunted by the shadows of my past.
In the depths of my memory, there's a time when the world was both my captor and my escape. My name is Elena, a woman who emerged from the darkest depths of fear, and I carry with me a story that will chill your soul. Once upon a time, I was a vibrant young girl with dreams as limitless as the sky itself. But fate played a sinister hand, plunging me into a chilling nightmare that lasted for 15 long, agonizing years. Imagine a world where time stands still, where every second stretches into an eternity of despair. Locked away in a room, its walls closing in on me, I became a captive of my own mind. Shadows danced upon the cold, bare floor, whispering secrets of torment. Day after day, I was taunted by the deafening silence, the only companion to my desperate existence. The relentless darkness swallowed me whole, suffocating the essence of who I once was. Fear became my constant companion, lurking behind every breath I took. The weight of my isolation pressed upon my soul, threatening to extinguish the flickering flame of hope that fought to survive within me. Desperation clawed at my heart as I yearned for freedom, for a chance to feel the sun's warmth upon my face once more. But even in the depths of my captivity, I refused to surrender. I clung to fragments of memories, allowing them to weave a lifeline of resilience. I found solace in books, each page a portal to a world beyond my confinement. With each word, I escaped the prison of my mind, transcending the physical walls that bound me. Time wore on, as it always does, and the days melted into years. But within the abyss of my imprisonment, I discovered a strength I never knew I possessed. With sheer determination, I carved out a fortress of hope within my heart, shielding myself from the abyss. And then, like a miracle emerging from the depths of despair, my captor's fortress crumbled. I stepped out into a world I scarcely recognized, a world vibrant and alive. The sun's golden rays kissed my face, and the wind whispered freedom in my ears. Though the scars of my past remain etched upon my soul, I am no longer a victim, I am a survivor. So here I stand before you, a woman forged in the crucible of darkness. My story serves as a reminder of the resilience of the human spirit, of the indomitable will to survive even the most harrowing of nightmares. And as I share these words, let them serve as a beacon of hope for those who find themselves lost in their own labyrinthine trials. For within the depths of our darkest fears lies the strength to rise, to overcome, and to transform into something extraordinary. And so, my journey continues, forever marked by the horrors of the past but propelled forward by the unwavering light of hope. I hope you enjoyed those scary stories and was scary enough for a like. Thank you for watching, and hopefully you like and subscribe.